The day before Update 6 was released to early access, I found out something which I don't believe we could have done prior to this. And as a heads up, if you don't like the stingers in this game, if you don't like the spiders, then this might not be the video for you. So we have now disabled arachnophobia mode. Come on. Yep, there we go. You can actually trigger it to fight other local fauna as well. And this was kind of where the whole video idea has come from. But that brought me to the awareness that if someone built the Colosseum, we could have our own gladiator battles. So today we're putting the creatures of Massage ABB to the test in this gladiator arena. All thanks to Crossout, the vehicle combat game, who's sponsoring this video, but more on that later. But before we let this experiment commence, we should probably talk about how we've done this. Of course, we've used the Satisfactory calculator in order to do this. I'll show you how in a moment. And of course, if you do like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up and share it where you want to so other people can enjoy the madness. But first off, how is this done? I hear you all scream. Well, as you can see here, we're using the Satisfactory calculator. Now, if we go across to the interactive map, I'm loading up a clean save here. This only has the gladiator arena in. I was a little bit concerned that by adding, I don't know, 1,000 stingers that it might cause the game to freeze. So we just have the arena and myself here. So we're going to spawn in by right-clicking on a foundation. I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 spitters. I think that would be fun. 250 spitters versus, oh, I don't know, maybe 1,000 stingers. We're going to load. Here we have our 250 spitters. Now I have to admit, it looks like, because we've spawned them all in one place, they're actually getting killed. They're flying out. So we probably don't have that many. And these, what's left of 250, are going to be against 1,000 cats. I say cats, we're actually going to have to remove the arachnophobia mode just so that they will actually, we'll be able to see them fighting. So it's going to be 1,000 stingers. Now I don't know why they're all running that way. They obviously want to get out. Let's open this up so they can face the spitters. The spitters definitely seem to be at a disadvantage here with them. A lot of them dying before they even get out of that spawn. It also seems like a lot of the stingers like to stick in their spawn. It's just a mass of bodies. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so it looks like the stingers are starting to join in the fight. Oh, this is a mess. There we are. That is the last of them. Looks like all the stingers have been killed. Okay, so for this one, we have a total of, I believe, 250 normal hogs, 20 jetpack Johnny hogs, and 20 alpha hogs. And these are going to go against 500 stingers, 20 big stingers, and 10 elite stingers. Let's see which one will win. Few have squeezed through. Oh, something happened. They've all started darting around, and I think that means that the fight is on. It looks like already a lot of the small stingers have already been killed, but now the elites are getting into the action. And that gas is obviously going to cause a lot of area damage to the hogs. I love how you can see them just flying away. That is absolutely terrifying, just seeing the corpses there and the silhouettes of the stingers. Oh, reminds me of Starship Troopers. I don't know if they've killed any of the elite stingers yet, but you can see a good few alpha hogs dead there. This alpha's just chilling with all of the little stingers attacking it at the moment. That definitely looks like a win for the stingers, I'm afraid to say. So we're going to have to bring more alpha spitters in this time versus the stingers, and we'll see what happens. But before we do, if you want to get in on some arena action yourself, make sure to check out Crossout's new supercharged update. The online vehicle shooter has had a massive graphics overhaul with awesome explosions, new fire effects, and with a bounty of quality of life changes, the game's more immersive than ever. craft and kit your own vehicles from scratch, using hundreds of parts from guided missiles to the dreaded harvester, and go head-to-head against other similarly powerful players in its part-based matchmaking. I love how crazy you can get with crafting, and thanks to the game's intuitive designer, it's never been easier. Once done, test drive and battle them in the beautifully modeled post-apocalyptic setting inspired by the ravaged worlds of the Mad Max universe. So, what are you waiting for? Play now on PC, PlayStation or Xbox using my link below, and you'll get a free bonus pack including special parts and unique paint. And we are back for round 3. We have 345 spitters. That's 45 alphas, 300 the smaller ones. And then on the other side, we have 550 stingers. And they're off. May the battle begin. There's a lot of gas, and that seems to be killing a lot of the spitters off from those elite stingers. They're so dangerous. It's actually looking pretty close, really. Although those stingers, those elite stingers, are absolutely wrecking the spitters here. The stingers are absolutely pounding those spitters. It looks like that alpha's going down as well. On the spitters side of the map, they're still giving a good fight, but the stingers are taking the fight to them and doing a huge amount of damage. It does look like on the back foot they still have an elite stinger and a couple of big ones. But over in the center arena where all the fighters, it looks like the spitters are showing them who's boss. It looks like it's down to the elite and one large stinger to really... Oh, the elite stinger is down! That is catastrophe for the stinger's side. Do they have any more elites left? Maybe one? Maybe one? There are 2 big stingers there, but it looks like all their elites are gone. It looks like this is a win for the spitters. I stand corrected. There's one big one left against just a single spitter. Stingers definitely won that by one big elite. I can't believe that. For the 4th round, we are putting 300 alpha spitters, and they're going up against 200 big stingers and 10 elites. Let's release them and see what happens. At the moment, it looks like they're mingling, they're being triggered. The desert alphas are firing. They just killed one of their own. Goodness me, that's not a good start for them. Look at these alphas. They're just going to town on those stingers. There's so many dead bodies already, and I don't see any of the elite stingers actually going in and doing damage. They're not creating their gas clouds. They're not pouncing on them, which is what they need to do. There's still a lot of those stingers that just aren't fighting, and some of them seem to be jumping after me. It looks like some of those stingers are really starting to dig their claws, their talons into those stingers and doing a bit of damage, but I think it might be a little bit too little too late. It has been absolute destruction on this battlefield. The stingers have definitely lost this one versus the spitters. There are so many of them left. I feel like we need to start all of the stingers inside with the spitters to make it a fair fight. I think it is time that we do the final battle. This time we have a total of 200 alpha spitters, 100 elite stingers, and 100 alpha hogs. And oh my goodness me, this is complete craziness. The spitters already look like they've been obliterated. The alpha hogs look like they're having a hard time, and those elite stingers are just chilling at the moment, letting out a bit of gas, but goodness me, that is a mess. It looks like there's just mounds of bodies. I don't know who's winning. I think it is the stingers. I think they're coming out on top again. Yep, it definitely looks like a clear win for the stingers there. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know if you'd like to see more arena action in the future. And again, special thanks does go to Crossout for sponsoring this video. Why not join the chaos wastes of the Mad Max universe, and make sure to use the link in the description below to get your free bonus pack. And of course, another big thanks does go to all of our amazing supporters, most notably our Solo Eclipse patrons, James Irwin and Firefless, as well as our Lunas, the Calamity, Dixie Chris, Ben and Star, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is Adam the Useless. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.